So, like I was trying to say, guys, you can just click here, see something like that. So this is I think it is beautiful. You click on OK, you just play around with it. So we have been able to cover the bar chart, pie chart, and the column chart. So we can actually plot another way. Just joke around, click here, drop this out, say something beautiful, do something beautiful. So how you can see the legend, shy titles, hover around it, you can go to format, you can just the fill shape, if you know the background shape, you can do something like this. You can, but I think it's better you use transparent or white background for your data. That's just an that's just my what is it called advice now to you guys. So far so good. We've discussed this bar chart, pie chart. Now let's go to our exercise two. So in our exercise two, as you can see here, this exercise two, we are gonna be dealing with some kind of student data. This is the data set. This student data now, we have the first name, we have the last name, we have the gender, we have the state, then we have test one, test two, we have the exam, we have total, we have grade, and we have remarks. So under this, these are, for example, these are rows now, row one, row two, row three, column A, column B, column C, column D, column E, column F, and we want to generate mark for example, the total for test one is going to be 20 marks, total for test two is going to be 20 marks. So we are going to get total test, we are going to go to exam. Out of 60, we are going to generate marks for them. They are going to get the total. Then we are going to get the grade. So in the grade, we are going to use if condition. In the if is a function, so we are going to talk about function before we now come back and complete this part. So let's go and complete that part. Thank you. So like we discussed line column chart already, we discussed pie chart already, but we've not yet discussed the line chart, and that's why scatter chart. So we are going to discuss that later in the tutorial. Um, so we want to look into how to add line border to a sheet. For example, we want to put in line borders now. Range the number of cells, click on home tab from tab list, click on side arrow from alignment group, click on border group, click on outline and inside, and click on OK. So you want to put border between it. So this is the step for you to follow. Guys, okay, let's go and try that now. So we're gonna click on home tab from tab list. We take the side arrow from the alignment group, and then we click on. So let's add border lines to this. Some of the reason is why we add border line is because by the time you are plotting Excel, we're going to discover that these are grid lines. This grid line is not going to print on the paper um, by default unless you set it otherwise on the printer that it should print. But if you still want to maintain the border lines like a table format, you're gonna click or arrange the cell. For example, I'm gonna arrange everything here. So you're gonna rate everything. You're gonna click on this under this alignment in home tab. You're gonna click here. You're gonna come to border. So you're gonna click on this. This is the style that we're gonna use. We're gonna click on the outside and we're gonna click on the inside. So this is gonna be something like this, and you click on OK. So that is how to add a line border to your table. So it's to your uh, work area now. This is just the work area. So let's. So guys, we've done the how to add line border to a sheet. Let's now talk about the password. So password is used to prevent or restrict other user from your workbook or worksheet. It can contain any combination of letters, number, and symbols, which is up to 15 characters long. So password is also case sensitive. If you can add a password to your work. You can save the way we've saved in Microsoft Word by putting password. So also you can do the same thing here. So we are going to demonstrate that also, how to add a password. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that. So guys, let's go and demonstrate how to save with password now. You want to save with password, you're going to click on file here. So you click on save as. You understand? You select where you want to save to by clicking on browse. And then I want to put it in the selection slide and Excel folder. If you want to change the location, you can do that. If you already have a video on how to do that on the in Microsoft Windows 11 course. You can actually look for the course or you purchase it on our website. So click on tools, then click on general options. You see, so file sharing, password to open, password to modify. Only read only recommended. So if you put the password here, that's the password to open it. If you want to modify the password to modify it, you also put it here and click on OK. But I'm not interested in saving with password here. So that's how to you click on cancel since I'm not doing that. If you want to do that, you click on save. So this is the back button. So, having discussed that, let's go into some general formulas or functions in Excel. So, what do we need formula for? Formula actually, like I told you, is an operator. By we use it to get a calculated variable. That's the language, the calculated variable. We have the first one on these formulas and functions is a concatenation. So, what's concatenation actually? Concatenation is needed if you want to merge the content of a particular row and the content of another row. You want to put them together as a new row. For example, we have a column that has surname, another column has last name, but you want to get a calculated or a derived variable. Now another column that will the derived variable this time around will now be the full name. So you still don't need to be writing what is this and this, and you may not use the addition operator. What you just need to do is to concatenate the content of the first row and the content I mean column and the contents of the following column and get your full name. So that is what concatenation is used for. Addition, we talk about operator plus sign, but in addition, you can also use you can add range of cells, the content of a range of cells by using this sum. Then you separate them by comma, or you put this and arrange everything. So we are going to do all these things practically. Average now, we want to take the average of given cells. So you can usually do the comma, or you do the ranging by calling this. Remember that there's no any formula in Excel that's going to work if you have not initiated a formula with the equal sign. So equal sign is telling the Excel that you're going to write a formula, you're going to start a function. So the average, we have the grade. So we're going to talk about grade. Grade is using if, is an if function. So concatenate is a function, sum is a function, average is a function, if is a function. Then we have a basic salary. You don't do basic salary, you do annual salary divided by 12. So that is giving you a big salary. This is an example. You want to be you work in bursary, you want to be preparing salary, ledger, rent, beneficiary, you want to take tax. For example, a particular percentage of a salary is equal to your rent. So if this YR is telling you the column that contains the year salary, the number of years in service is greater than 5 or equal to 5. You have spent 5 years, then you are qualified to benefit from the rent allowance. So percentage given times your basic allowance or basic salary. So that's the formula. This allowance percentage you are given as your allowance times your basic salary. Income tax percentage of the tax multiplied by the column that has the basic salary. Then we have the gross pay. So equal sum of your basic salary plus all your allowances gives you your gross pay. Your net pay now is your sum of gross pay minus your income tax gives you your. These are some of the formulas that we're going to be practicing now when we move to the practical section. So let's go to other functions. We have and function. This and function returns true or false is a logical function. It returns true or false based on two or more conditions. Average, we've talked about average, calculate the average arithmetic mean. That is the mean. For example, we want to calculate arithmetic mean of a given frequency or set of values, numbers now. So the measurement of central tendency, you can use that equal half. Average if, calculate the average of range based on a true or false condition. So we have concat. This concat is the short form of concatenation that we have the other time, the short form of this concat. So we can have this concat. Count. So count cells with number in a range. It counts the number of cells that you have in a range. When you range, you want to know the number of cells that are there. It's going to count everything for you. So then we have concat. We have concat. Count A, count all cells in value, both numbers and letters. So when you have a kind of mixed together now in a row, you have numbers there, you have letters there, you want to count everything now. So that is when you use count A. Count blank is a function that counts the blank cells in a range of you range your rows. So you want to know the cell that is blank there. Maybe it has null function, nothing is there. So you're going to call this function count blank. Count if count cells are specified. So we have if functions returns values based on the true or false condition. We have left. We have lower. This lower reformats content to lower case. If you have it in upper case, you want to return it to lower case. You're going to use this lower. Mass return the highest value in a range. So mass, we have the median, we have mean, we have mode. Find the number with most frequency. We have or, we have rand, generate a random number. We have a rand VP, which standard deviation. You calculate the standard deviation of a set of sample of data. So if you want to go into analysis, you see that these functions, they are going to be very great for you. Is you have a data set that has about thousands of rows, so you won't be counting one by one. You can just go and use count. You can just go and use the main. You can go and use some if VLOOKUP. So other ones that we have the product, which is multiplication of the content of a cell and the content of another cell. So you are using product. This is content to separate by column, and you do this. We have the modulus. Modulus division returns the remainder in a division. Let me just explain to you what we have modulus. For example, let's say 9 divided by 2. In the primary arithmetics, they will tell you that it is impossible, but modulus division, when that is divided by 2, what remains? 9 divided by 2 will give you 1, because it will go 4, 1. So the modulus division is 1. 8, then the remainder 1. The remainder is the modulus division. We have the power, returns the result of a number raised to a certain power, 10 raised to power 2. This one now, if you have 10 in A2 and you now raise it to power 3, it will give you 1000. We have scaling. So scaling next, we have the scaling function. The scaling function rounds a number up to its nearest multiple or significance. So cell 5, this is telling you that you should round it up to a number that is what? Nearest multiple of 5. So if you have 38, 40 is the nearest multiple of 5, it will return 40 for you in this. We have the floor, we have concatenate, we have learn, return the total number of characters, we have substitute to change the. So this is equal substitute. A20, the content of A20, where you have I like, is substituting it with what he likes. So you can see, what is there with the new number. Upper, lower, and proper. I've told you the lower, it changes every content of that cell to lower. If you use upper, it changes every content of that cell to uppercase. If you use proper, the initial will be capitalized. Date if. So the date function provide the difference between two dates in terms of year, months, or days. So equal dates if the column with your year of birth. This is actually used to calculate age. So we are going to do something like that when we get there. So another thing, this is about dates. You can see that we have an example here. In these dates, basically, we have the order date, the purchase date. And the difference, that is, we are now getting the date since the product was ordered, the order date, and when it was actually purchased. So we can have it here. The different function is that this equal date if A2, this is A2 here, and B2, this is B2 here. Then you want to look at the difference between these dates. You can see this is 02, 04, 2021. This is 12. The difference between the dates is 10 days. 12 and 14, 33 days, because this is May, this is June. And you can see one, this is September, this is October. This is also 30 days. So this is the formula we are going to use to do that. So let's return to our exercise 2 now. So we haven't discussed those functions. We are going to see them practically here. The exercise 2, the science student record that will contain 25 students information with these fields. So these are the fields: gender, state, test 1, test 2, Then we have the combine. We are going to combine the first name and the last name to create a concatenation. So we are going to generate marks for them. Then we are going to add test one, test two using the sum function. You get it now? So we are going to use age using the if function. Those are the functions we're going to use there. So you can add comments to it. Then we now proceed to do the sy scatter by plotting this equation. Y is equal to 2x squared plus x squared minus 3. We're going to find the value of y when x is minus 1 to plus 4, so that we can round this exact class up. So then thereafter we are going to look into how to create where you can actually be getting your data set. So we are going to log into kaggle.com to download data set. We are going to register, then we are going to practice it. So this is the best and hottest course outside there you are going to get. Thank you. So let's move to the practical section. So guys, here now we want to create a column around here. So I'm going to click here, I'm going to click insert, I'm going to click column. So that's how to create a column in between. So I'm going to call this one full underscore name now. So having done that, I'm going to do the concatenation, which is equal to, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to click here, I'm going to use the ampersand sign. So I'm going to put the bros. So what I've just done, you can see this one now we have the upper corner. So because I have a space here, I just do like that, press enter key, yes, good. We have a this is C1 because I'm calling C1, I ought to call C2. So yes, we have a self honor, click there, hold your control key, double click. Yes, we now have everything in uppercase. Is that not wonderful? So let's just generate marks for them. I'm going to pause this video, generate marks for test one, test two. Then when we come back, we create total test, generate test for exam. I mean marks for exam. Then we get the total, the grand total. Then we go to do the grading. Oh, welcome guys back. Guys, you are welcome back. So we have this as our serial number. Then we have this is the mark for test one. This is the column I from column I, column test two. So when we create a column here so that we can get the total of the test using our sum function. So we can just click on this, come to home tab, then click on insert, then click on insert. So we'll call this one total test, total underscore test. So that's this. I've taught you if this is not coming up, just double click at this line, it comes up. So we'll have this. We want to use the equal sum function. I'm going to use the sum function. So ordinarily, if you want to use operator, just click equal this, then you put the plus sign, then click on this, then you click on enter. It gives you the total. But we want to use function now. So let me remove this. Equal. So I'll click equal sum, open the bracket, then I range. See, you can either use comma, but it's easier for you to range. I just range this. You see, you click this and click on enter. That is this is a function now. So hold the control key, then double click this angle, this side. So you see, pim, we have everything here. So now I want to get the total. That is the grand total. So I'm going to double click here. I've taught you that I told you earlier. So we have the G total. To get the G total, we are adding what is here and what is here. So let's use equals sum function, open the bracket. Then this time around, I'm going to use the second one, which is the comma. So put it here, put comma, put what is here. Close your bracket and click on enter. So we have this is the grand total. Hold the control key, double click. So we have what is here now. So we can just bring it down. This is the grand total. This is the total percentage of 100 that the person have. So if you want to do all these ones, formatable as conditional formatting as bars, you can just try something like that. So this is just not what we just format it as bar. So you look at everything here. The grade now. So when we put grade, and our grade is going to be if you score from 70 to 100. So our grade is going to be if you say from 70 to 100, you are going to get A. If you score from 60 to 69, you are going to get B. So this is A, comma, this is B. comma. So you're scoring from 50 to 59. So we're going to get C, comma. We'll score from 40 to 49. We are going to give you D. So if you score from, okay, let's say 35 to 39. So we're going to give you E. So if you score below 35 from 34 below, so from 0 to 34 now, 0 to 34, you're going to score F. So this is what we want to put here. So for us to get something like this, we need to use a function as we discussed the other time, which is the if function. So the if function is going to help us to just do it once, then it will influence the other what is it called? The other column. So let's start writing this if function. So I'm going to copy this, Control X. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to put here V so that I can actually see. So I'm going to do if, open a bracket, this. So I'm going to open the, so let's say equal if function, open your brackets. This cell is greater than or equal to, if it's greater than, so you can see the formula here. If it's greater than or equal to 70, so equal to 70, so I'm going to do comma. I'm going to give, what is going to give the person is A. Sorry. So what we're going to give the person is A. So after that, I'm going to do another if function. So you are going to do another if function, comma, then if function again, comma, if. I'm going to put this here. That if function, we are going to continue with our M2, which is that same place. If it's greater than or equal to 60, 60 here. So we're going to see if it's greater than or equal to 60. So I'm going to say if it's greater than or equal to 60, I'm going to do comma, I'm going to do this, we're going to do B, we're going to do another comma, we're going to do another if. This is called nested if, sha. This is just nested if. So we're going to do another if condition. So open the bracket again. We're going to do M2. So this M2 greater than or equal to, this time around is greater than or equal to 59. So it's greater than or equal to 59. So we're going to do comma, we're going to say give C. So it's telling you from is greater than or equal to 50, is greater than or equal to 50, sorry, 50. So it's 50 to 59, 50. So we're going to give C, then comma, do another if, open another bracket, do M2, the contents, then greater than or equal to, this time around I'm going to do 40. So 40, comma, here we're going to give D, do another comma, do another if, and do this M2 greater than or equal to, if it's greater than or equal to, now we want to do for E it's going to be 39. So it's greater than or equal to, we're going to do 39. I'm going to say we're going to do comma here. I'm going to give E. So so we are going to do another comma, do another if, open another bracket, do M2, then greater, less than or equal to that. So if it's less than or equal to, we are going to pen this at 35. Okay, 34. 34. So it's telling you that from 34 down to infinitive number less than 34. So we are going to do comma, we are going to give F. So we are going to look at the number of if conditions that we have opened. That's the number of closed brackets we are going to close. So let's do this now. So let me just explain to you what we have done. If this M2 is less than or equal to, if it's greater than or equal to 70, it means that from 70, 71, 72 to any number is A. So also here, if it's 60 to 69, because it's another boundary of 70, is giving B. This is from 50 to 59 is giving C. 40 to, so 40 to 50 is, so 40 to 49 will be around this place, will be D. So you can see 40 to 49 will be D. We immediately get to 50, it jumps here. So now from 39, so from 39, what this place is giving to you is that if this is greater than or equal to 39, so this is where the function is going to run from 35 to 39 will be given if. So let's count the number of if that we have opened now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1, then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We press enter key. You see now, this person is actually F, because there's no G total here. So let me just do something like this, bring this one here. So it's now C. So you see, because the mark is 58, 58 is C according to what we have added here. So hold the control key, do this. You can see everybody is ranged. Wow! So do we have anybody around them? We don't have anything less than 35. Less than 35, we would have E, but we have D, which is 45. 45 is D. Can see we have 45 is D. We have A, we have A. Oh wow, that's so brilliant. So I just want to do something so that we can get somebody to get F from here. So and that is, let me just give exam here. Let's just give 8 here. So you can see it's 32. It's F. It's F. It's 32. So this is if condition. This is another function that we have learned wonderful well. So if you want to do the remark now, it's just like excellent, passport. We just repeat this one. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to click here. So I'm going to click everything. Control C. So I'm going to do Control V here. So what I'll just do is that if it's greater than, you just give excellence here. Excellent. So if it's B, we give good. We give good. If it's C, we give pass. If it's D, if it's 40, we give a fair. So E, okay, we can just say below average, BAVG, average. And this one we give fair. And this one will give fail. So just press enter key. You see, that's pass. So hold your control key and double click here. Good. So we've completed this exercise 2. It's so wonderful, guys. You can actually see it now. This Excel sheet is also attached to the documents on your class, so you can actually download it, look into it to guide you when you do your. So let's go to another exercise. I have exercise here. So I've already prepared this. This is for chart. This we are doing this name against this by comparing them. This chart type 2, this is another chart. What you just need to do, for example, to get this is just to bring you back. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to range this now. Range everything. Come to insert. Come to chart. Then you just click this. So you generate this everything together here. It's comparing them. Like I told you. So to do this, this is for column chart, and this is the same thing. We are comparing them. So I want to show you something now that we call the stack chart. The stack chart can actually be used to look at the percentage in a given percentage of 100, the percentage of this maybe bug. So what I'm going to do now here, so I want to click on change chart. I'm going to click on this, for example, column. This is stack. This is 100%. So I'm going to click on that 100%. I'm going to choose this. So once I choose this, I'm going to click on OK. So this is just, you can just see here. So this this is number one. This is number two. By you doing something like this, you can actually look into having different ones like that. So this is stack chart, everything together, but each category will be giving you, this is for 30, this is for fire, this is for grass, and this is for bug. So that's a stack sheet. The last one I'm going to do, I know it has been a very long class, but do pardon us. The last one I want to do is I want to do the we've done this second one. We want to do this S and Y scatter chart. So this S and Y scatter chart, we want to plot this y is equal to 2x squared plus um x squared minus 3. So this y is equal to 2x squared. We want to plot it to this is S and Y scatter chart. So I'm going to teach you how to use Excel to plot a graph. So let's go do that. The first one. The second one is y is equal to 3x squared plus x raised to cube minus 3 for value minus 2 to range of value to plus 4. So let's go do that now, guys. So let's go back to our Excel. So to plot a graph on S and SY scatter, we are going to do something. We're going to write our formula out. This is let me just range. I've told you how to range and merge it. So I'm going to click on merge and center. Once I'm going to double click here. Y is equal to 2s2 plus x squared minus 3. So minus 3 for range of minus 4 to plus 4 to plus 4. So to get this, I have told you this is going to be a kind of you're going to fonts. You're going to see superscript. Click on this so you can see. So do this, range it, come down here, go to superscript, do like this. So this is what we want to plot for the first one. To do that, it's as simple as you do like this. What you're going to do now, guys, you're going to start from x. So it's ranging from minus 4. So just do like this, fill series. So you see, take it to 4. This is from minus 4 to this. So here you're going to have 2x. So we're going to have a 2x squared, 2x squared. Here we're going to have x squared, which is the second part, x squared. Here we're going to have a minus 3. So here we're going to have our y, which is going to be the solution. So, for example, uh, I'm going to put it into border. So I'm going to all border everything. So range this together with it. I'm going to put it into border also. And I can range here. We've talked about this. We can put everything in center. Good. So I can double click here and do my superscript again. Superscript. Good. So this also, do the superscript again. Good. So I can double click here and plus so I can know. So the Excel will not for under this range of value now. So it's equal to, we are going to use this formula is equal to this, this is this, multiply by, so multiply by this, that is 2 multiply by, this is multiply by this, you understand now, this. So square, you can use the function, but this time around I'm not going to use function. I'm going to put brackets here. I'm going to do this d5 again. I'm going to call d5. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to say okay. So this is the formula to get this. That is 2 multiplied by x. The value of x under this axis or coordinate is minus 4. But you are going to put the d5. This d5 that is here Here is D5. You can see D column D5. You know how to reference a cell. So also I've done that. You just range it like this, range everything. It gives you the formula across. So you have done the first one. This one now is equal to X. What is X squared? This, you know this now. So square times, I'm going to do this itself. That is the square, or you can use power. But this is what we're going to do 16. So we're going to range it across like this. Then for 3, 3 is common, is not, you don't have a x part 3. So we're going to do minus 3. Then we'll do everything across it like this. So we'll have that. So we want to get y is what of the sum of all these ones. So we're going to say equal sum, call the function, or you do the repeater. So sorry, from here to here, close the bracket, press enter here. So this is 45, and you do like this. So this is all. Your table, you can now decide to beautify it by going like this. You can go like this and do some table formatting. You can format as table, you understand, but you can also come here and do some kind of beautification. So, but this is just not where we are going. You should just put that in your mind. That's not where we are going. Where we are going is actually we want to plot a graph. So to plot this graph, we want to plot x against y. So range this, hold your, sorry, range this, hold your control key and range this, come to insert, then go to data, you look for S, Y scatter. So you can see this is wow, this is this is any one you want to use there. So I love something like this. So this is the coordinate, this is the SY, this is the equation. You can, so this is the equation, and this is how some of the mathematical textbook equations or graphs are being plotted. That is very, very right and correct, and you wonder how it is done. So this now. You look at points, your this thing is telling you y is equal to minus 3. So you have x is 3 comma 24. So at this point now in minus 3, y is equal to minus 3 is equal to plus 24. So this is the range now. You can see we've plotted this one. Let's go ahead and plot the second one. So what's the second formula? The second formula is equal to, so let's merge and range here, merge and center. Then we'll do y is equal to uh, 3x squared plus s squared, minus 3. So we are doing it for ranges of minus 2 to 4. So now we can click here, come to font tab, home tab, do your superscript. Also, we'll do this superscript, do this. So now to do that, guys, you know what we'll do. So we're going to do X here. The first one is 3. So we can just double click here and copy what we have here. Control C and put it here. Control V. Good. So we have a X squared. We have a minus 3. So we have our Y down. So I'm going to double click here and put this one is in superscript. So it will represent it. Double click here. Put this one also in superscript. Superscript. Good. Aha. So the ranges now is from minus 2. Minus 2. Just drag it. So fill series. That good. Minus 2 to plus 4. So this one is going to be equal 3 multiplied by the content of multiplied by this square. So multiply by the square now. That is, you need to, sorry, you need to, so to edit the formula, once there is error, just do this. So equal this. Aha. So click here, open the brackets. Just this is normal mathematical operation that it should deal with what is inside the bracket first before multiplying by 3. That's just the mathematical this thing there. So D16, press enter key. So actually it's telling you 3 minus 2 times minus 2. This is what we have in our minus 2 times minus 2, which is plus 4 times 3 is 12. So you know mathematics minus times minus is equal to plus, as we were taught. So we have that now. Here, S square is just equal to this multiplied by this 16 again. We are returning that. Do that. S square minus 2 times minus 1. This, range it across. Do this, range this, then bring it here, here, center. You can do this, range this also, put it in center. Good. Now, minus 3 is common to everybody. Continue like that, field series. So you do like this. You can arrange everything, which I did not do the other time. Good. We have that y is equal to this. So we can just do some. I don't want to waste my time. Some, range this together, close the bracket, press enter key, then range everything. So that is that. Range everything. Format it as table. Can put it in good shape, something like this, or normal, or you come back, you do this. So now what we want to do now is just to put it into chart like this, XY scatter. To put it into XY scatter, just select this, hold your control key, then select this again, go to insert, go to this, over it, you see how it flops. So this is, if it's a continuous line, if you can, to have the nodes, put it here with nodes, line marks. So this is our second equation. So guys, we have now completed this for this. We have completed this Excel class, but we'll have some functions that I would want us to look into before we just call it a day in this class. We want to look into um, average. So when we look into average function, to get the average of or want to count, just click equal count, sum of the function is range is true, then close your bracket and press enter. So it's returning some error, or sorry. So oh sorry, this is count, it's not count. So once I do that, so press enter key. It's telling you we have 25 rows. So that is count. I've counted what is here now. It's telling us we have 25 rows. If I want to find the average, so I can put here count now. So that is count is equal to 25. Uh, let me put that. Then we'll have average of the class, average score of the student. So we can do like this, equal AV average function. So since I've not completed the average, open this. So when we have average score of all the students, I'm going to scroll up, I'm going to range everything. I'm going to close the bracket, I'm going to press enter key. So the average score of the 25 students is 35.48. So if you want to find the maximum highest score, mass score is equal to, we call the mass function, mass open. So I'm going to scroll up, I'm going to range everything. I'm going to close the brackets. I'm going to press enter key. So the maximum score is 57. So I want to look at the minimum score. I'm going to say equal mi, the main function. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to scroll up, range everything. So then I'm going to press this. So that is the minimum score is 8. So this is just like I'm getting the central measurements now. You want to get standard deviation, rent everything, you can just, these are some functions that I have actually now explained to you. So let's go here. Let's look at what we've not yet done. The sailing, the power modulus. I've told you you can substitute lower. We have done some of these things. If you notice anyone we've not done, just try to look at it and follow the way I did it. So the date function, I've explained the dates to you. Once again, guys, we've done this, we have performed excellently well in our Excel. The only one left now is the Excel pivot. So we'll look into that in the last module, which is for the advanced class, but for the basic Excel and the intermediate Excel, we've come to the end of this Excel class. For those people doing data science with Python, your class will continue to Python now. And for people doing data visualization, you go into Power BI now. So Excel is just the basic for you to go into those areas, Power BI, then we do SPSS. So you can buy this course as a single course, Excel for beginners and intermediate, or you buy it, it's part of the modules in the our data science and data analytics class. So for data analytics class, they won't write a Python. They will just do Excel, SPSS, do Power BI, then they do uh, Power BI, they do SQL. This is SQL. So that is for business analytics or analysis. For people doing data science, they will do Excel and do Python for data science. Um, and those people doing data analysis do this, do SPSS. So thank you very much. My name is Samuel Timtoko Oladuko, MSAT Solution Tech. Love, like this video, share it, and follow us by our courses. Thank you very much.